Hello and welcome to another Forge Alliance Forever cast. I'm your host Swkoll, and today we're looking at a game sent to me by TA for Life. Thank you to him. It is a 4v4 on Hilly Plateau. We've got some fairly good players on both teams. In the south, we have Chosen, Kinky Priest, Oxy, and Laneless. Getting a Cybran, Seraphim, a UEF, and two UEFs. No Aeon player for the bottom side. Whereas on the top side, we've got TA for Life going air. Sounds like it's going heavy air. You have Carlitos going Seraphim. Just Evil going UEF, and Crazed Chariot going Cybran. So one of each faction for the top side team. TA for Life saying he'll go strong air, especially during the Tech 2 stage. It is always very nice. This map, lots and lots of reclaim, very spread out mass ejectors, and loads and loads of choke points. Raiding is incredibly powerful because it's nearly impossible to get walls everywhere without some other NG reclaiming them first. Although an important feature of this map is this mass in the middle. There is a lot more mass here, and it's very easy to contest with ACUs. Usually what happens early on decides what the battle lines will be late game. As always, more map control is good. Looks like all ACUs will be going there. Crazed Chariot actually deciding to stay back and get a Tech 2 mass ejector very quickly at minute 3. It's an interesting choice. Not sure I agree with it, considering he can work to grab more map control. Actually, not from his position. He's can get these. Perhaps it's worth it. Chosen is the first to the middle, but Just Evil has already sent an NG. And let's see, who will be the first with the upgrades. Looks like the bottom side team will be faster to get their ACUs in the mix. So it looks like Laneless will be sending his ACU north and not to the middle. Whereas Crazed Chariot will be doing a similar strategy. At least early on, the top side team has control of the middle. That is because Kinky Priest is going a fast Tech 2. That should be done in minute 5. A nice thing I like to do on this map is you get an NG up here, build the mechs, build a radar. That'll give you a very nice view of your opponent. Like right now, well, they've got a radar here. This one allows you to get a broad range as well. Looks like they're getting, after getting Tech 2 on Kinky Priest, they're going gun with Chosen. Want to get their ACUs very outfitted. And Carlitos getting the gun of his own. That'll be a very interesting mix-up. Tech 2 UEF versus a gun Seraphim. Chosen quite likes his gun. Especially with the Seraphim gun, you get the higher rate of fire as well as the range. So it looks like a larger Tech 1 force from the top side team. Chosen going down quite low. Kinky Priest needs to get in there being the tank that he is. He did get a Tech 2 point defense. Looking to lure these players in. The Priest and Oxy will cut them off and get in the way. Although they will try to retreat now, and looks like that will be allowed. Chosen retreats back after going down below 5k health. Kinky Priest getting more point defenses in the middle. It looks like with the Tech 2 BD they will secure the middle. Chosen's gun cleared them out, while Kinky Priest was able to creep in there slowly. As far as air control goes, top side team is definitely getting the air control. Laneless is the only one going heavy into air. The Laneless is going heavy into the air. Looks like he's just going to go straight for Tech 3 at this point, after getting loads of stationary flak and mobile flak. Though Crazed Chariot is going heavy with the Renegade spam. Good chunk of his eco was headed in that direction. whereas T for Life is content with interceptors. Looks like Kinky Breeze will keep the creep going. Just Carlitos is now trying to get PD of his own with Just Evil. Looks like they'll use this Tech 1 as a diversion. And nice overcharges come out to get rid of that Tech 2 PD. But Chosen's gun is still there, so they won't lose much ground. If the Tech 2 PD goes down, that will allow the topside team to have an opportunity to rush in, take back map control, or at least control this middle. Meanwhile, Renegade is doing wonderful things, taking out reclaiming Engis with no Tech 2 flag to support them. But Lanel is definitely taking back the map control. He's secured the top left corner. The bottom side team needs to do something about these Renegades. Tech 2 land is definitely the option you want to counter Renegade spam. Chosen is forcing out Black. Meanwhile, in the middle, Chosen trying to get to Tech 2. There is Tech 2 point defense here. Looks like the PD creep will push its way back again. Kinky Priest deciding this is about where he wants to fight Oxy. He's very low. Below 3k. And is getting hit by point defenses. He needs to run. He needs to run. He's not running. And Renegades finish him off. That was a fairly poor play by Oxy. There's no reason he should have gotten hit by Tech 2 PD. His issue should have been back here, teching, and being a happy old guy. And now a TML snipe from Craze Chariot will finish off Kinking Priest. Now the bottom side will have to be an all-out retreat. Lanel has been doing wonders, but it looks like all his gains will be for naught. Because now all this map control has been forfeited. Chosen is retreating with his ACU versus Tech 1, and the topside team will be allowed to have full control of the middle map control advantage. Seeing Renegades being used as the defensive option for Laneless. Always a good thing versus Tech 1 land. Interesting choice of my audio, just spaz out at that point. Now it looks like T for Life will be going into a Tech 2 PD creep war, or standoff type thing. Although the Tech 2 PDs are in range of each other, and Laneless without a shield will be forced back versus the Aeon shielded standoff. Needs to get out there with as much health as possible. It looks like the topside team will get back air control yet again. T for Life making use of the Swiftwind. Very handy. But the bottom side team definitely has a lot of flak pretty much everywhere. And Laneless, neglecting Chosen's advice, will take up the position to prevent T for Life from expanding cell. He's getting shields, TMD. Is Craze Chariot's snipe in range? It is not. Though it is in range of some of the mass attractors. Topside team has been neglecting scouting, and actually a push from Laneless deciding to be aggressive. This push will turn out. Poor Aurora micro combined with the bad terrain for Auroras will allow these rhinos to just smash them to bits. Emergency point defenses are going up, but that won't do much. Unfortunately, no Tech 2 flak. Would have loved to see Tech 2 Flak there. Though the interceptors are just enough to take care of the gunship threat, at least temporarily. But gunships are being spammed out faster than they can be killed. And Lionel is finding himself playing defense for the whole team. He hasn't been allowed to make the Tech 3 transition as fast as he probably would have liked. He's getting on his third Tech 2 power. Whereas Chris Jarrett has been allowed, with reclaim and not really having to do much, to start the Tech 3 transition at minute 15. Lionel's trying to cover as much map control as possible with his land. Chosen, what is Chosen doing? He's not spending his math. Looks like he's been solely focused on teching, and he's got a Tech 3 land out. Lionel will be retreating after building this defensive position. Looks like it will hold back TA for life temporarily, but quite a few Spectres on the loose, taking out lone mass ejectors. Good micro from both players there. A lot of... Actually, there is a Tech 2 Flak in here, so these gunships will not be allowed to make too much progress. They'll be forced to retreat, and this head will be secured for the bottom side, at least temporarily. And Chosen going with a chicken. That would be that's typically the best option. You're back on map control. You still have your eco, and is that TML? TML is being shot at your face, so TMD is sufficient to defend against that. Chosen will be pouring his tech deco into that chicken, while Laneless is working on keeping as much map control as possible. No Tech 2 Flak in that force, so they'll be at the mercy of Crazy Chariot's Renegades, and more Tech 1 run-bys taking out Obsidians and shielded Auroras. Aurora's doing the correct thing here, pushing back, allowing themselves to engage at a distance with point defense in support. And it looks like Linus will be having none of that. He'll try to run by. Now that the Tech 2 Flak is gone, Spectres can come in easily and finish off the whatchamacallit, Tech 2 land. TA for Life will start pushing against this turtle that was built up a while ago. TA for Life asking if they have an experimental, and in fact they do. Did they scout that? Yeah, they just scouted it. They know there's a chicken. And it's almost complete. Does the topside have a response? Crazy Chariot saying they'll overcharge it. That's a valid solution. And Tech 1 transports being planned. Massive entry drops maybe. Or Titan drops. Looks like Laneless will be trying to make ASF at this point. Hasn't given up all hope on air. Laneless trying to push up against the mobile team L-Force, and they will force it back temporarily. There is Tech 2 Flak here, so the gunships will not be allowed to attack, but it will force down, and the gunships will come in. There are multiple Tech 2 Flaks ready for this force now. It looks like these shields and TMD managed to hold off the force. The chicken is moving through, takes out Tech 3 PDs without a problem. It has the shield, and will be taking out Percivals. Rather poor micro on the Percivals. You don't want them running straight back. You want them to be doing this, turning around and shooting the unit as they retreat. And now quite a few Titans. Looks like Tech 3 land versus the chicken. This shield is moderately effective, but in the end, chicken is a lot more effective. Better health, better regen. And Tech 3 PD being forced out in the base. Looks like Chosen will be looking to push its way as deep as possible, but overcharges come out and chicken will go down. And the topside team has just received the best gift you can get, the gift of free math. Minor build capacity damage from the kill. It would have been great if it had gotten itself in this position. That would have been multiple Tech 2 powers and lots of build capacity and math. Now the bottom side team is on the back foot, that they didn't really make that chicken back. And they're getting little run-bys of Tech 1s are coming in to take out mass ejectors. T for Life has a nasty band of obsidians right here in shields. They'll be awfully hard to break. Awfully power consuming as well. Looks like it might take out this Tech 2 mass ejector. Manti just shooting at their shield. There's no hope for them, especially with gunships and air control. Linus is about to get his Tech 3 power. So there is hope for the bottom side air left yet. Meanwhile, Trace Jarrett building multiple Tech 3 powers at once, but no ASF. He's going very heavy into the power, looking to get much more build capacity. Besides, he does not necessarily need to get the ASF, considering he still has air control. Well, not for long, considering Laneless is going fairly heavy into that spam. Another chicken has been started by Chosen, so it doesn't look like he'll be spending much build capacity on it, or much resources at all. That might be just a dud chicken sitting there to fool enemy scouts into thinking a chicken is actually getting built. Though it would be nice to see defensive position here, although it might not be cost effective considering how massive this force has gotten. There's tons of shields, tons of obsidian. This force is absolutely hopeless at trying to take that out. They need to retreat, although TA for Life will play it safe and retreat with his own force. Chosen has positioned some nice offense in the back. I'd like to see them with maybe get a shield, 2 or 3 Tech 2 flags, and walk right up the back. Take out Tech 3 massive strikers along the way. Chosen starting to put a lot more build capacity on that chicken. Meanwhile, topside team are getting a chicken of their own. This one is being built by Carlitos. Is there any other experimentals? And Megalith has been started by Trace Jarrett. It'll be about halfway done. That chicken is the biggest threat to the bottom side team immediately. Their chicken is not being built anywhere near fast enough. They might be able to defend against it. Though quite a few Authams looking to go on a raid. And TA for Life will contribute his what he can to the late game by forcing Laneless to keep on the spam. And now he has Tech 3 Mobile Army. Serenity will be hammering away at the build capacity of Laneless. He has no shields to defend this, so this will probably be a loss. He's trying another desperate assault against his force. If Laneless had just kept his forces back instead of continually feeding veterancy to his opponent, he might have a much better force now. TA for Life has worked his way all the way forward. There isn't much left to do. Chosen has built some Authams and a shield. And looks like Laneless will allow this force to get close, trying to go after the more artillery, but there are shield disruptors Those seem to be kiting. So I still get smashed a bit. Although they're only rhinos. They're only going up against rhinos. The chicken will be complete before this chicken moves in. And Linus is doing a very suspicious upgrade. Oh, he's probably just going Tech 3. And that's a Tech 3 upgrade. I was hoping for something like a tele-snipe, and here's the chicken. It's coming down, taking its time. We can go after the build capacity of Linus. Interesting route, taking the bottom. And a giant Percival army from Just Evil. This may be the end of the bottom side team. Linus might be starting scrap bombers. They've got the chicken of their own. Shields and flak ready. Anthems are in here. These need to retreat, get with the chicken. Only then will they have a chance at winning the fight. We'll take some impressive mistakes from the bottom side from the top side team to actually lose this fight. Chicken is focusing on the Percivals to take out quite a few of them. Now it looks like it'll go after the opposing chicken, but it will not be able to. Lots of shields. And it appears the bottom side team has just lost the game. They've lost their chicken. Shields will be soon up for the bottom side team, and TA for Life Source, Just Evil Source, are prepared to go in. Chosen has having to retreat on this side. The bottom side team is having trouble keeping air control over their base. Chicken is almost at full health, bedding up quite nicely. Chosen making a run for it, helping Laneless get his upgrade. And the Tech 3 powers are going down. I think this will be the end. There's no way to take up the chicken. Laneless spinning around. Giving up. Actually, he'll be running. So many Percivals. Looks like they'll be the killers of Chosen. Timely veterancy, but it won't be enough. Shield staff will defend them. Chosen goes down Laneless. Coming out. Maybe trying some overcharges with his power sword as he's still alive. Well played. Indeed, Cheer for Life. Very well played. Very scary. What are you doing? You couldn't be bothered to invest in math into bombers? What is this? Tear for Life with a Czar. And another chicken. And strap bombers for whatchamacallem, Just Sad. No, Just Evil. Just Sad is someone else. And thank you for watching this cast. I hope you enjoyed it. And good night, oh stealthy megalith. Always nice. And what's better than a megalith? An invisible megalith. That's just science. Well, good night.